overnight, windows nailed shut. The fresh investigation into the Childers killer blaze. The mystery deepens, a Brisbane forklift driver murdered. And oh brother.
John and Ashley have been removed from the house.
Even the Prime Minister says it's time to go.
10 News with Bill McDondald and Louise Thiele.
Good evening. Also coming up, the new research that will give older mums something else to worry about. But first, it's been 6 years since the Palace backpacker fire in Childers. But all these years later, a new investigation has started. Bill is in Childers. Bill.
Louise, 15 people died the night Robert Long set fire to the hostel behind me. He's now serving a life sentence for their murders, but our coroner still has some questions he wants answered. Now, Chloe Baker is up here covering the inquest with me. It's been a busy day. He's already uncovered some unpleasant secrets.
Yeah, Bill, formally for the first time today we've heard about pine beds stacked up, alarms that didn't work and a window that was glued shut. Now, this afternoon we also heard that building inspections happen on a much regular basis now since the fire, but the inspector who was on the round at the time said that's not nearly enough. It needs to be every 6 months because a lot can change in 3 years. But he also identified some real flaws in the system. He said that once they make a recommendation, they're not allowed to go back and see if it's been implemented. They have to be invited back or get a warrant from a magistrate. And all this has happened in just day one, Bill.
There's been another shocking diagnosis for our health system. A new report has found that Queenslanders are waiting longer for emergency treatment than anyone in any other state. The public is being called on to help solve a baffling murder mystery north of Brisbane. The body of Thomas Standish was found floating in a Beachmere creek and police have no idea why. Brisbane Supreme Court has heard how a man begged for his life just moments before he was set alight. The court's been told it was over a woman, but the man accused denies it. There are growing calls to have Big Brother evicted permanently. Following the removal of 2 men caught acting inappropriately, even the Prime Minister says the show should go. Well, Louise, I'll be back a little bit later from Childers with more on just how this town has changed. I'll see you just after 5:30.
See you then. Thanks, Bill. Well, next we hunt a man accused of ripping off some of Brisbane's biggest stars.
You're with 10 News Queensland, live from Childers, where the inquest into the deaths of 15 backpackers has resumed. And ironically, the aftermath of the tragic circumstances of the hostel fire has brought new life to this community. The hostel itself and the very street I'm standing on here has been transformed, and hundreds of thousands of tourists visit to see a memorial to young lives lost. Now to an update on one of our earlier stories on a blaze at Richlands TAFE. And firefighters are now looking for 2 children missing in the area. Police had reports they were smashing windows shortly before the fire started. Firefighters are also backburning surrounding grassland as the fire threatens to jump to nearby homes. We'll have some more on this breaking story as it comes to hand. Well, in a world first, Australian scientists have developed an experimental wonder drug. It acts like an assassin, killing off the body's evil cells that cause many of our most serious diseases. Now for a look at some old jeans having a new life. Yes, they've been turned into dazzling works of art for charity. The denim of dozens of big names, including Nicole Kidman and Natalie Imbruglia, have been hung on display to be auctioned off on Jeans for Jeans Day. Rolf Harris, Megan Gale and AC/DC's Angus Young gave their pants to the painters too. All money raised will go to the Children's Medical Research Institute. And Louise, that's just about all for now from Childers. We'll have more on the inquest from here tomorrow.
Thanks, Bill. We look forward to it. Well, Brad, I can't imagine you partying with your jeans.
I don't think anyone would
You love your jeans.
I do. No one would want them either. Not to worry. All right.